So what's up, everyone? First off, I'm going to say I'm in here on my couch right now with my computer set up for two reasons. A, it's 20 degrees outside, and B, I'm going to show you some of the upgrades I've done so far to my truck before we actually go out and I show you my truck and everything like that. And then I got a few items you can see behind me that's coming up on upgrades, and we'll go over those as well, and I'll show you everything. So after looking around on YouTube, I kept running into things. How to mod your Silverado, I've got a 2014 Chevy Silverado 1500 work truck. I love my truck. I love that year model. Like, I'm going to have it for a long time. But it's a 12 to 15 year truck for me. It's my favorite base model as far as the body and the style and everything. So I'm willing to replace the engine and tranny one time. I'll do a complete rebuild on both and upgrade them a little bit when the time comes. But everyone has their own different opinions on what you should do to upgrade it. Some people just upgrade to make it look flashy. Some people upgrade it for more power, more performance. You could scour YouTube all day long and not really know where you're going to go. So you got to make up your mind. What do you want out of your truck with upgrades? And which route do you want to go? So for me, my truck's got a stock 5.3 V8. For me, I don't need any more power. I'm not going to haul anything that's going to require me to like be boosting out with some exhaust manifolds and all sorts of stuff and changing up a lot. So I kind of just took what I want to do and I started upgrading from there. So the first thing for me is the looks. I want my truck to look nice. I want it to look slick and clean. So a couple of the upgrades I did. The first thing, of course, when I got it, just the stock work truck, has the 4-inch screen. I upgraded to a Pioneer stereo, aftermarket. Had Apple CarPlay, Android CarPlay, or whatever it's called. I'm an Apple guy. And they basically, what they did when they installed it is they took out my cigarette lighter port. So they took my charging ability away, and they put the low 5-volt USB plug in there. So here recently, I need my charging options back. So one of the things I did to upgrade my truck on the inside was I added a fast charger. I routed the wires to the original 12 volts that went to the cigarette port, and now I've got a fast charger back in my truck, and I've still got the plug-in for the stereo if I need it. Now I have plans again to upgrade that stereo and get the 13.1 inch horizontal screen, the big screen, but that's a little later on. So basically I did my stereo upgrade. I got a toolbox, found myself, I like the black and white look, so I'm in the process of, with the look of my truck, getting rid of all the chrome. So the toolbox is black. First, the next thing I did was I got a K&N cold air intake and I put it in. There are multiple benefits to this. Give you a little extra horsepower if you want, if you care about that, not enough to notice, but the life on it's a lot longer. It's more air coming into your engine. I mean, it's more benefits. Runs about $350. And I'll tell you this much, on all my upgrades, I don't make a killing. I make okay money, but I still got family, bills to pay, animals, all that. So I try to go for mid-grade items, and I stay away from cheap and high-end. So all of my upgrades are done based off of my price range, which is just, I try to go mid-range at highest on most stuff. And I do go a little cheaper on some stuff, and we'll learn the lesson along the way if that's the case. So another thing is I wound up getting aftermarket wheels and tires. That happened because I hit a pothole, dented one of my rims, and it was no good. So we just had to bite the bullet, so I upgraded those. And those are the ones I've done basically so far. So that's where I'm at. We're going to take a look at my truck after we take a look at a few products and see what we got for that. So currently in the lineup, what I've got going on is I've got a ton of stuff. I'm going to be adding some additional lighting and stuff like that in the future, and I want a fast charger in the back for the kids to have access to. I need a cigarette charger in the back bed for some accessories and stuff like that. If we go camping, blow up accessories, all that stuff. I have a cigarette lighter right there that's waterproof and it's ready to roll. So, but here's a couple of things that I've already bought, and I'm in the middle and process of going through. All the GM products. When I bought my aftermarket rims and tires, I didn't realize that I would need the TPMS sensors, so I didn't get them, and I wound up finding this product. It's had stellar reviews, so it's supposed to automatically tune you just put the caps on, the caps on there and retune your car, and it calibrates to the dash just as if it were GM style. I have some Amerilight headlights on the way, just to give it a nice black look on the front. And I have a throttle response controller that I just got in, and also a light kit, along with an air filter, and my unlock button is going out, so my driver's side unlock button is getting upgraded. And then here's the housing and the fast chargers I chose. I got all this off of Amazon. If we go over to eBay, I purchased and I'm waiting for it to be shipped in a black rear bumper with some lighting in it. It's supposed to be some fog lights, so I'll have a hookup for those and hookup for some fog lights. In the future, I'm going to be getting a black front bumper that is stock for the truck with fog light cutouts, and I'm going to install some fog lights as well. Another upgrade I did was I used, great place if you're looking for it, truly plug and play, easy system. It's right here. It's Jay's Alarm on eBay. It's 197 bucks. It's for your stock remote. All you have to do is click it 3 times and it auto starts. Those headlights didn't work out. They sent me the wrong ones. I upgraded my tail lights to these, and so far they're looking great and they're functioning amazing. They got a cool light up sequence. And then I've got the third brake light right there. I love that thing. Super light backup bright light, and it just makes my truck look nice. And we'll take a look at all this later. And then I got this phone mounting dash. So basically those are some of the upgrades I've done. And now I've got a few packages behind me. I'll go over what products I got and everything like that.